Hello, I'm Nick,
And I'm Tyler.
and this is
The
Stub.
Stub.
Globesville's home for NYT. Globesville's home for everything entertainment, film, TV, and awesome. We're here to give you the weekly scoop on what's going on and what you should be paying attention to.
But not ice cream. I like ice cream, but it's not ice
today.
cream.
So, let us get started. So, this week we will be giving you our news segment, which features news from the metal band Korn. America's film market is going to be screening more than 250 films. Then,
85 countries fight for the foreign language Oscar nomination.
Doomed, the untold story of Roger Corman's The Fantastic Four. We'll be discussing a little bit about that. Then we will have our weekly trailer, which
Of monster trucks, and not the kind that you're thinking of. I don't know why I'm talking in such a gentle voice
I
today.
love it.
It just kind of felt nice.
Next will be our weekly discussion, which is the top 5 most hated films that we have personally seen, in our personal opinion, which you can give us your opinion by tweeting us at Globesville, #TheStub. Let us know what you think.
Is it one word or two?
What?
The Stub, one word.
If it's
the
a hashtag,
underscore,
it's- if
is
it's
it the underscore stub, the dash stub? I just want to be a pain.
Underscore stuff. I like that. Underscore. Okay, and then finally we'll be giving you the weekly releases and what's coming out for this week. Telling you what's coming out, telling you what we want to see, what we might see, and letting you decide. And then, as you know, this is the Power Hour. We're followed by Pangea Gaming with this stud and our friendly neighborhood director. But let's get into the news.
Okay.
So first off, Korn. So Korn released a list of their favorite horror films. This is in honor of their releasing of their new video for the song A Different World, which features Corey Taylor of Slipknot and also Stone Sour.
So let's assume nobody watching knows who Korn is.
So Korn is a metal band that's been around for a very long time. They're one of the... They're up there. Like, when you say Metallica and Megadeth and Slayer and Anthrax, they're following closely behind with Slipknot and other new metal bands. Korn has also worked with Skrillex for a full album of metal EDM weird dubstep.
They also redid a version of Jack Skellington's
For Christmas songs.
one of those songs.
Yeah.
Kidnap the Santa Claus.
So, in honor of this new video release, they announced what their joint top 5 horror films are. And I think it's really interesting. So let's dive into it. The first one being The Omen. 1976's The Omen, which I've never personally seen. I've heard it's a classic. Next is The Exorcist, 1973. Really good movie. I think this is cool. They have a really solid theme to what their movies are. And the next is Beast of Yucca Falls Flats. This one's crazy. It's from 1961. And the next one is Children of the Corn, which is Corn. Their name is Corn.
Ha!
And then finally, Salem's Lot, which this is a really good movie. How do you feel about their selection?
Never watched them.
Any of them? Not even Children of the
I've
Corn?
heard Children of the Corn. I think I've seen parodies of it, but I have not watched it. Maybe we should watch them together. Maybe get some popcorn, make a night out of it.
I've seen most of these films. They're really good. I think it's really cool because they all stick to a particular, to this kind of old school classic horror theme, and I feel like it fits perfectly with the band's personality and attitude.
Yeah.
I feel like these are definitely things that Professor Fish will be showing in his movie nights.
Maybe he can hook us
Wednesdays.
up.
Tonight, if you're watching this, 6 o'clock. There's a free movie.
Doors
free
open
flicks.
at 5:30 p.m.
Nikon. Okay. On our next bit of news, the American film market. So the American film market has announced that more than 250 market premieres plus 71 films that have never been before screened anywhere will be being released November 2nd to the 9th at a conference in Santa Monica. More than 300 films will be screened in all at the convention, the conference. Making world premieres will be What Happened to Monday, which features no one I've ever heard about. Nomi Rapace, Glenn Close, but other things such as the animated musical Charming, featuring Demi Lovato and Ashley Tisdale and Avril Lavigne. I think that's really interesting. And then also another animated feature called Ballerina, including the voices of Ellie Fanning and Dane DeHaan. DeHaan. Correct me if I'm wrong on Twitter, please. And also, some of the other films that are being premiered, they have been premiered before, but they're being premiered here, will be Brimstone, starring Dakota Fanning and Kit Harington, who is Jon Snow from Game of Thrones. Also is a comedy, I think it's a comedy called And Punching the Clown, which features Sarah Silverman. I thought she was dead.
Well, you don't mean literally dead.
I kind of might have thought she died.
Okay. Well, I thought she just dropped off.
Yeah, the face of. Also,
media.
James Franco's In Dubious Battle will be screening.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, because it's a newer release. These are some cool films. If you live in that area or you're going to be visiting California, that would be cool to check out. I wish I could go. I think that's cool when places premiere things exclusively, like in person, not just a streaming service.
Mm-hmm.
This is really cool. And our next bit of news is
the 85 countries fight for foreign language Oscar nomination.
So, the Academy of Motion Pictures Arts and Sciences said that 85 countries have submitted films for consideration to score a foreign language Oscar nomination for the 89th Annual Academy Awards. So, there's a huge list. If you want to go on Deadline.com and search up this nomination, you can see a full list of every single foreign language nominated movie. It's a huge list. It's crazy to think that there's a lot of movies there. And I looked through a lot of them. I've never even heard of half of these. But there's some directors that I have heard of, so it's very interesting. The way this would work is that the Academy will pare the entries down to a short list, and the nominations will be announced on January 24th, 2017. And the nominations will be made at the Academy's Samuel Goldwyn Theater in Beverly Hills, and the actual award show will be February 26th at the Dobley Theater in Hollywood. I'm really excited for the Oscars. Are you?
I don't watch them. I should.
You didn't watch any award show?
No.
Really?
To me, people getting prizes, it's just like, okay, great, yay, woo. I appreciate the movies they are in. I don't really care about them as a person. And if they win an award, great. If they don't, that's a shame. Like, the internet was kind of up in an uproar, I know, because... what was his name? Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh yeah.
Finally got an Oscar.
But that's like a thing because he's been in so many good movies, but
yeah,
nothing.
But the thing is, just like that's the only reason I cared, and I really didn't care because it's like, oh, cool, he finally got one. Okay.
I think it's cool that so many countries are vying for this or trying to get just nominated.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's crazy. Under our next news topic, which is Doom.
The untold story of Roger Corman's Fantastic Four.
So not Doom the video game, but this is a documentary. So this is a documentary that tells the 22-year-old story of this film that never was released.
But they did leak some footage, or
Yeah.
if not the whole movie.
I think it got
Online.
through bootlegging. It was released
Oh yeah, I'd imagine through bootlegging. But
through bootlegging. So through private screenings and stuff, it was released. But it was never officially premiered. It was never shown in a actual theater, or never made it like past advertisement.
see, it just looks like the guy's hair right here. Like he has like a white index card or something. It doesn't look like they actually shaded his hair,
Alright.
or that was just paint. I'm sorry, I'm just being annoying.
So this documentary deals with the drama behind the fabled 1994 Fantastic Four, which is being released Tuesday, so next week, not this upcoming not yesterday, but next week. So the 19th, October 19th.
Stay in school, math is hard, counting's hard.
Shush. So it tells a story, a touching tale, how the cast really rushed into this, and it was a low budget film, and they thought it was going to propel them all to stardom. And they put their own money into it. They were traveling the country, hiring publicists, trying to promote this film, and it's crazy to think how much effort went into this movie, and it never saw the light of day. These people's lives went downhill because of it.
The one guy just spiraled into addiction of drugs,
So
and methamphetamine. I'm completely lying here because I don't think.
So
a
it was
movie-
being made by Constantin Films. They were trying to. Allegedly, this film was only being used to retain the rights of the Fantastic Four before they would revert back to Marvel in property holdings.
Mhm.
So they only used this film to keep the licensing. But Stan Lee openly acknowledged that this film, that he was expunging this film from anything dealing with the characters he created. He didn't want anything to be a part of this. He claimed that Marvel would be getting this back, would get the licenses back, because this is ridiculous. He was against this film 100%, and that's crazy. Because if you don't know, Stan Lee is one of the, I don't know what his position currently is in Marvel. I know he's one of the co-founders. I know he has created a lot of the franchise's popular titles, including Fantastic Four, Hulk, and Spider-Man. Does it say what his position
He
is?
just says it's a writer, that he's a writer. Writer and producer, known for, etc., etc.
I know for a fact that he is as high up as you can be.
Well,
I know he doesn't own it.
He's the face of it.
He's the face of it. I think he's like a CEO or something, or a co-editor in chief or something. I don't know. But Stan Lee is Marvel, basically. He's in every Marvel movie. And I think it's crazy that he went out in public and said, "This is not happening. I'm not allowing this to happen."
Well,
and that the movie never made it to the light of day. And now finally it's getting to the light through this documentary.
If it's your creation, but someone warps it, or like in your studio's creation, someone takes it and tries to warp it, and they're using it for monetary gain, it's bad. Like, yeah, movies in general are for monetary gain, but when you lose the not artistic,
The
but
creativity,
the
passion.
Yeah, once you lose the passion for it, then it's just like, okay, why are you making it? That's why he was defending it,
Yeah.
in a way, at least in my own perspective.
But if you look at it, can we just acknowledge the fact that there has not been a good Fantastic Four movie ever? I think the last one was kind of close, but in general, there has not been a good Fantastic Four movie. The two that were put out in the early 2000s were not good. The recent one was okay, but it didn't get me. It's not like any of the other Marvel movies that I kind of like.
I liked it.
Yeah. So I know they're not produced by Marvel, but there's a couple out there the X-Men movies are not produced by Marvel, but I really like them. Ghost Rider was. Never mind. But like, there's things out there that isn't. But like, I just feel like they constantly fall short. Like the franchise being Marvel's first family, they don't really hook the movie market, in my personal opinion.
Right. I don't know. I like the last movie, Fantastic Four, but the thing is that they're still trying to find where it fits. Like with Iron Man, we liked it because he was kind of a D-bag in a way, and like we liked it, and then he developed into a good character that like you connected with him.
Yeah.
For these, it's like, oh, here's the lives of them, enjoy it, instead of like
it's always an origin story. Like it's always an origin story with them. Like I know it's necessary, but like you're dealing with 5 people's origins between them and their main villain. That's what the origin. So you have a lot of character development, and if you don't do it good and you don't have the right character development, you don't have the right writing, you don't have the right actors, it just doesn't work. I think the early 2000s one, it kind of sucked because I feel like the production value and the story was just weird. The writing screwed it up. I think the actors fit the roles perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it could have been written a lot better, and I feel like the second one was just kind of weird. They could have done so many different storylines, and I feel like Doctor Doom was just kind of played out. I don't know. But moving on to our trailer. So this week we'll be showing you monster trucks. So if you don't know anything about this film, it is scheduled to be released January 13th, 2017. It's directed by Chris Wedge, and it's being given to us through Paramount Pictures. It's a really weird movie. It's really interesting. You're going to enjoy seeing this. Make sure we have the sound on, and let's see that trailer.
Trip! Hey, Sam. You want to see something crazy?
I'm just sleeping out right now.
Told you never seen anything like this.
Local residents have reported numerous sightings of an unidentified creature.
We're looking for something unusual, something dangerous. What are you? There's something going on here. I don't even know how to begin to explain.
Take a look. He likes hiding in my truck.
This thing is awesome, but it's smart.
It is an engine for my truck.
Isn't that right, Creech?
You named him Creech. Think you can keep up with me? You got it!
You see that?
Shut up! Aren't you curious about where it came from?
I'm gonna get you home and away from whoever's after you.
I love you too.
Trip, watch out! Now's a good time to take charge!
Let go! I can see better than you! Hey, get back in there!
Trip touched his eye!
Trip, this man might have a word with you.
I'm not going anywhere with you. Yes, you are. The monster is in the trunk!
Whoa! Did you see that? Did that just happen?
Oh, yeah, it did.
I'm a scientist. I want to help you. We're a family.
What do you need? Trucks. Hope you picked something up from watching me.
A week ago, you were riding a bicycle.
Oh, I really hope they have their seatbelts on.
Let's go! Okay, Crease, let's get you fed.
I like your truck.
Thanks.
So that's a thing.
That's a weird movie.
It actually seems interesting, but it looks more of the Nickelodeon movie than anything else.
Oh, well, it's coming up from Paramount, so it kind of has that feel. Dude, I don't know.
I'm just thinking of
I
him
saw
from...
that trailer in theaters, and I was just like, "What the heck is this?" Like,
I thought it was
it's
actually going to go a
cool.
different way. I thought it was going to go a different way.
It's just really weird. And I feel like it fits perfectly into our next segment, which is discussion. So this week, we'll be talking about our top 5 most hated or most disliked movies, films that we personally saw. The trailer we just saw, I feel like, would totally fit into mine. Because it's weird.
It's weird, but I wouldn't mind watching it.
So I hope the trailers are set up, the slides are set up the way I planned it. The first will be me, and we will be hopefully switching to Tyler's. We'll see. So our first one is Don't Breathe. That's my first choice on this list. So it's a recent release.
What? You saw it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is a recent release. I saw it in theaters. This movie goes on way too long. Half this movie could have gotten cut out because it's just there's like scenes that are like 10 minutes long that only need to be like 2. If there's no dialogue, there's no story detail being built. It's literally just like a chase in a basement, and it's the same thing happening over and over and over again. All this stuff is ridiculous. It's as much as I enjoyed it, the whole time I was like, what the heck? Like, why? And like, I'm sitting there, I just wanted to go home because like I thought the movie was over, and then they added another 15 minutes. I really didn't like this movie. Our next movie.
The Last Airbender.
Okay.
So, it's Dan, man. Dan's the man with the plan, whose name is not Stan.
All right.
Okay. So, if you haven't seen or even seen the trailer for this movie, you're kind of lucky. If you want to see something really, really bad, go ahead, watch it. The acting's subpar, but I can't really blame them. They became good actors. But the thing is, for whatever reason, this movie is doo-doo butter.
It's not. If you've watched the cartoon, it's not even close.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, they're supposed to be the same age. The girl, not Sokka's guy.
Yeah.
Aang, Katara, and Sokka should all be the same age. But it looks like Aang is like 10, where Katara is like 15, 16, and like they're supposed to be a romantic relationship. That ain't gonna happen, even though he's 100 years old or whatever.
Alright.
I can't. I never even saw the movie. I just won't.
Alright, next, Annabelle. So I was so excited for this movie because it was technically the same people that made The Conjuring. It was supposed to be following The Conjuring, because if you watch The Conjuring, Annabelle is mentioned. You see the doll in the movie, and this is supposed to be the story for that doll. And I was really, really excited for this movie. And in my personal opinion, it really sucked. It was just really bad. A lot of things just didn't make sense. It just wasn't good. I just didn't, the same feeling I had watching The Conjuring, I just didn't get. I wasn't into it. I wasn't scared. I wasn't entertained.
Right.
And I saw The Conjuring 2, and I loved it. Annabelle 2 is coming out. I don't know when. I know it's scheduled. I'm not looking forward to it because of this movie.
It's okay, buddy.
I know there's also an Amityville movie that's supposed to be coming out. I'm kind of hesitant now. But next film.
So, House of Wax. I saw this when I was younger. It freaked me out. Not like super bad, but just enough. Mm-hmm. Anyway,
Oh, this is the one with Paris Hilton, right?
Yes, and then yeah.
It's not a good movie. It's weird.
Next.
My next one is Jersey Girl. So, as much as I love Kevin Smith and I love Ben Affleck, this movie sucks. It's boring. It's long. It drags on. It's not. You get the vibe you're supposed to, but it's just not as good as it could have been. And I don't know what could have fixed it. But personally, it's the worst Kevin Smith movie I've ever seen.
It happens. Next, The Human Centipede. If you haven't seen this movie, good for you. Don't ever see it. It's horrible. And I mean horrible in both terms. The visual-wise, the shot-wise, it's actually fantastic. But the concept of the movie is disgusting. Although I do like the end shot, not what happens at the end, but the shot. It pans out and it goes up in a crane. It goes from inside a house to outside a house. That was fantastic. Probably the best part of it.
It's a well-shot movie. It's
Yes.
just the topic and what it does with is disgusting.
Yes.
The next is The Mist. This movie sucks. I'll go out and say it right now. The movie I hate the most in the dang world. This movie is annoying. This movie makes no sense. The ending is horrendous. They make you wait the entire movie just to end it in the worst possible manner. Like, I hate this. Like, they do something and then all of a sudden everything's counteracted and the movie's over. And it's stupid, it's pointless, and this movie should be banned from existence.
Next, Bad Santa. So I get why people like this movie. It's nice in its own way. It makes me cringe though. It's just like I want to say the dialogue, not the actors. The actors are actually really good.
Sequel's coming out. There's a sequel coming out.
The actors are great. That's not the problem here. The problem is just the story, how it goes, how he acts, and it's just Next.
Pacific Rim. This is my final pick. I know a lot of people love this movie.
I love it. It's a good movie.
I have never been able to finish it. I fall asleep towards the end every single time. I've tried 10 times to watch. I own this movie on Blu-ray and DVD.
I get it though.
And every time I put it in, I'm going. It's just a really long movie.
I get it. I really like the beginning. So it's okay.
The intro's long. The movie's it's fantastic. It's a really interesting story. But I just fall asleep.
It's okay.
I literally fall asleep, and I hate it because I just want to see the movie in its entirety. Like, I've seen the end, I've seen the beginning. I've never seen it in the same time span. And it kills me. Alright, your turn, because I'm about to hate you.
So the last one is Tusk. So he really enjoys this movie. It is from Kevin Smith.
I thought I'd be the only Kevin Smith.
It's
movie
a
I would
nice, well shot, interesting film. Really interesting concept. But it just, the way it goes towards the end and what happens in the movie is why I dislike it. That's all.
A lot of people compare this to Human Centipede, so I understand
Yeah.
where you're coming from. It's definitely not as graphic as Human Centipede.
No.
Not even close. And it's a way better movie.
But it's I don't know what I would rather be in the movie of Human Centipede or Tusk. If I had a choice, like the only two choices, I don't know what I'd go.
I'd definitely go for Tusk.
Anyway, that's our top.
Because there's no more Tusk after him. After his story, it's over. After Human Centipede, there's two more movies.
Okay. Anyway, that's our top 5 each. If you have anything you want to comment on, maybe I was wrong, maybe he was wrong, maybe we both were wrong.
Oh, it's a personal opinion. Maybe you want to tell us your opinion.
You're wrong. Your opinion's wrong.
Make sure you tweet at us.
Your opinion doesn't matter.
Hashtag #the_stub.
So let's wrap this up.
We're going to wrap up this episode with our What's Coming Out This Week releases. Okay, so let's start off. October 14th, we have The Accountant with none other than, I'm pretty sure, Ben Affleck.
Batfleck. Oh.
Nope. Yeah, same person.
Yeah.
Next is Max Steel. Not the cartoon that we grew up watching, and not the new cartoon on Cartoon Network. Some other movie. I don't know. Next, Kevin Hart. What now? Christine. Priceless.
Desierto?
Desierto.
I don't know.
Jack Goes Home.
Where was he to begin with?
I don't know, in class.
Certain women.
And finally for this day, Coming Through the Rye. Then, the lone movie that comes out October 18th, The First Girl I Loved. Not your mom.
Well, yeah, that's technically who.
So, if you want to see any of the movies, I think I'm going to try to see The Accountant and maybe
I definitely
Matt
would
Steel.
too. I probably would see them too. Do you want to go together?
Christine looks
Or
pretty
not?
cool. Maybe Christine. So that wraps it up. Make sure to tweet at us. Let us know anything. I will be telling you guys about my awesome Monday, Tuesday experience when I go see all 8 Harry Potter movies in IMAX.
I won't.
Go pumpkin picking. Carve a pumpkin. Have a wonderful day.
I'm Tyler.
And I'm Nick.
You've been watching
The Stub. Tune in every Wednesday, 2:30 sharp. Up next is...
Pangea Gaming with Corey.
So, make sure to tick it and click it, stick it. We're out of here. Have a good week.
Peace out.